No one really wants to admit that they struggle with confidence. Today, I want to give you 5 signs that might be you. If you clicked on this, that's a really good indication that you're curious. Come back now after the intro. Hello and welcome to Excellence in Everything Live. I'm your host, Linnita Hosten. And if you have not yet met me, I'm the founder of Vocal Value, and we turn high visibility professionals and organizational leaders into skilled communicators that build trust, morale, and connection in every room. Today, I want to talk about 5 signs that you might be struggling in your confidence area. And I wanted to pull up a definition of confidence by Webster, just so that we're clear. It's a feeling or consciousness of one's powers or resilience on own circumstances. Okay, that's a little detail. Let's make it more clear. The state of being certain about who you are, what you have to offer, how you perform, the state of being certain. All right, so now that we got the definition out the way, 5 signs that you might struggle with confidence. The first one, as your public speaking coach, it's going to show up in your body. Now, that looks like poor posture. It looks like whenever you're called on to speak, your head might be down. You avoid making eye contact when you're talking to people. So you're talking to people, but you might look up or you look away. Looking at someone while you're speaking does not make you feel the most comfortable. So, very simple words, physically you shrink. That's the first sign. The second sign is that you fear visibility. The idea of you being in front of people or you being brought to the forefront, even if it's positive, that you would rather stay behind the scenes. That's more comfortable for you. It gives you a sense of I guess safety. Not being spotlighted, giving you a sense of safety. And you don't want the spotlight even though you do great work, even though your ideas are genius. It's just not a place of comfort. Here's the third sign that you may struggle with confidence. And you might not have all of these signs, but I'm just giving you 3. I'm giving you 5. Here's the third one. You struggle to accept compliments. So when someone says to you like, wow, I really love how you put that presentation together, you might deflect and say, it was okay. It wasn't my best piece of work. Even if that's true, a confident person would not respond that way. They'll say, I appreciate that. Thank you for seeing me. Because they are already affirmed in who they are. The idea that you can't accept it means you don't agree. You're like, don't give me that. I don't know. When you're confident, you can receive that because it aligns with your identity. Okay. So that's the third sign. Here's the fourth sign. You avoid speaking up. You going out your way. You delegate it to other people and you say things like, that's not my thing. That's such and such thing. And you will translate your ideas to such and such so that they can talk and you don't have to. That is a clear sign that you lack confidence. And here's the 5th one, because this episode don't got to be that long. You second guess yourself often. Often. It's not good enough. You got to go back to the drawing board. You're very particular about if it's finalized. You're procrastinating because it has to be perfect and it has to come from this person or they're not going to listen. La 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 and everybody. Confident people, they execute ideas faster than those who lack confidence. Confidence will be the reason your purpose dies with you when you bury. So while we're talking about confidence from a professional lens, there's still a very particular purpose that you've been given to live out. And when you gonna show up to do that with a level of boldness and power? The Bible says, for he has not given us a spirit of fear. Let's pause there. A spirit of fear does not align with God. He is not fearful. God is powerful, all-knowing, sovereign. Fear is not even, that's not even, he don't operate like that. And when you accept Christ into your life, you are, he identifies you as being made in his image. So that means you take on his likeness. And ain't nothing about that man fearful. So if you're experiencing fear, which is a human emotion, we know that that doesn't align with God, for he's given us power, love, and a sound mind. We talked about this already. I feel like I'm on my soapbox. All I'm saying is if you're struggling, if these signs, if any of them, not all of them, if any of them resonated with you, I'm going to put on my big black girl pants and say, what you going to do about it? How are you responding to your struggle with certainty about how you've been designed? Only you can fix that. Only you can work through that and admit, acknowledge, and refine it. Only you can do that. So I want you to drop a comment in the comments below. What was your number one takeaway from today? And if any of the signs resonated with you, which one and why? What'd you learn? Which of the signs resonated with you and why? This is an easy, quick one. Get y'all a little quickie. Listen, I want you to come back. Hopefully I'm not usually this, but I want to be very clear that when we decide to shrink, that just means I'm okay with being underdeveloped. I'm okay with saying, while I have the capacity, I'm okay with not operating in that. I'm okay with being deeply removed from what I've been designed to do. I don't know about you, but none of those words make me feel good. And I would not be okay with that. I want you to not be okay too. That's why I'm speaking this way. Okay. Listen, come back next week. I'll be more gentle, I promise. Do something now. If this resonated with you, what you doing about it? And if you need help, drop me a DM. I don't fix confidence, but I can direct you to some people who do. I love you. There's nothing you can do about it. See you next time. Bye.